Crimea, Simferopol, Sevastopol, Yalta, Yevpatoria, Kerch. The republic that's been rejoined with Russia only recently as a result of the Crimean Spring of 2014. Vernadsky Crimean Federal University. One of the 10 federal universities in the country, the university that has brought together Crimea's leading educational institutions. The renewal of the oldest university is a landmark development for the peninsula, just like the construction of the Crimea Bridge, a modern airport in Simferopol, or Tavrida Federal Highway. While priding itself on its past, the university is also forward-looking. This year it celebrates its 100th anniversary. Vernadsky Crimean Federal University. The future today. On the 14th of October 1918, Tavrida University's official opening ceremony took place. Its first rector, Roman Galvik, said that day, "Heaven on earth will not be created by political party slogans, bayonets or shootings, but by the light of knowledge and the nobility of feelings." During the years of the Civil War, Crimea was one of the few strongholds left for the Russian Empire that was becoming a part of the past. In 1920, Vladimir Vernadsky, a world-renowned academic, was appointed Tavrida University's rector. By that time, the university had 7 members and 4 corresponding members of the Soviet Academy of Sciences and over 100 professors on its staff. The Civil War exacted a heavy toll on the university. A year after the outbreak of the war, the university was split into 3 institutes, which were repeatedly transformed and renamed over the course of time, and which supplied Crimea with educators, doctors and agriculture professionals. The new institutes conducted intensive teaching and research operations. The university became widely recognized due to many outstanding scientists and scholars who worked there. Nobel Prize laureate Ilya Frank, geologist Vladimir Obruchev, philosopher Sergei Bulgakov, founder of the first Russian mathematical school Dmitry Gravy, astrophysicist Otto Struve, philologist Nikolai Gudzi, chemist Mark Volpin, historian and art expert Dmitry Aynalov, zoologist Evgeny Pavlovsky, physiologist Vladimir Paladin, historian Arseny Markevich, Archbishop Luka Voyna-Yasenetsky, a renowned surgeon and clergyman who was later sainted, taught at the Medical Institute. A significant contribution to the university's development and strengthening was made by the heads of the institutes. Yakov Ryazanov, rector of the Agricultural Institute, who extended research at the institute and improved its research facilities. Sergei Georgievsky, rector of the Crimean Medical Institute, whose appointment opened a new chapter for research at the institute. In 1961, the institute welcomed its first international students from Asia, Africa and Latin America. Alexander Perekhod, rector of the Crimean State Pedagogical Institute, thanks to whose efforts the institute was granted back its university status and the present-day university's main building was built. In 1999, Nikolai Bagrov was appointed the university's rector. He succeeded in reviving the university's historic name Tavrida University and also in having the university being granted national status and named after Vladimir Vernadsky. In 2015, Nikolai Bagrov was elected the first president of the Crimean Federal University. And of course, a special place in the university's history is held by the person after whom the university is named, Vladimir Vernadsky. Vladimir Vernadsky, a distinguished scientist, naturalist, thinker and public figure, a representative of the Russian cosmism and the founder of biogeochemistry. His best-known work is the theory of noosphere, the sphere of human mind. On the 4th of August 2014, under the Russian government's decree, the project for the creation of a federal university in Crimea was launched. It was decided to merge the peninsula's leading educational and research institutions. The largest of them, the successors of Tavrida University, became part of the new federal university as Tavrida Medical and Agricultural Academies. The merger of those academies into the Crimean Federal University was in fact the re-establishment of Tavrida University's initial structure of 1918. It took an entire century to merge back the main branches of higher education on the peninsula. A number of other educational and research institutions were also added to the new federal university. Thus, all the major Crimea's intellectual forces were united into a single university. The university comprises 10 academies and institutes, 11 branches located across Crimea, 6 colleges and a number of research centers. Tavrida National University served as a launchpad for the Crimean Federal University and became its part now known as Tavrida Academy. The academy offers a variety of undergraduate and postgraduate programs. The Medical Academy, named after Georgievsky, is an academic unit within Vernadsky Crimean Federal University that carries out a significant amount of medical research and educates and graduates competent healthcare professionals. One of the academic units within the university is the Academy of Bioresources and Environmental Management, where high-quality academic staff deliver programs in different areas of agriculture. Initially established back in 1960, the Academy of Construction and Architecture prepares students for careers in construction, engineering, energy and utilities. Located in Yalta, the Humanities and Education Science Academy is the university's branch with a history that stretches back to 1944. It produces knowledgeable and skillful educators and humanities and arts professionals. One of the Academy's current priorities is inclusive education. The Institute of Pedagogical Education and Management in Armyansk, which opened its doors to students back in 2004, is the university's branch that prepares teachers and managers for the northern Crimea. Sevastopol Economics and Humanities Institute also became a branch of Vernadsky Crimean Federal University. It qualifies students for careers in a wide variety of fields, both in Sevastopol and across Crimea. In 2015, the university was reorganized and a new academic unit, the Institute of Economics and Management, was set up. In the same year, it was decided to establish the Physics and Technology Institute within the university through the merger of the Faculty of Physics and Computer Technologies of Tavrida Academy and related departments of the university's other academic units. The institute aims at supplying Crimea with skilled engineering professionals and is a successor of the Physics and Mathematics Faculty of Tavrida University of 1918 and the Physics and Technology Institute of 1924. Yevpatoria Institute of Social Sciences is Vernadsky Crimean Federal University's branch that offers study programs in various areas of the humanities. Today, Vernadsky Crimean Federal University is the largest university in Crimea. It employs around 3,000 academic staff and has over 33,000 students, including 3,000 international students from more than 50 countries. Many of the university's academic units and branches host unique learning and research facilities and are equipped with the latest instrumentation. Tavrida Academy has the following facilities: Experimental Physiology and Biophysics Shared Center, High-Tech Chemistry Center, Training and Research Complex for Modern Softscaping Techniques, Laboratory for DNA Technology, PCR Analysis and DNA Insecticides Development, Forensics Lab, Complex of laboratories for microscopy and biotechnology, Academician Androsov Geological Museum Research and Training Center. Within the Medical Academy, researchers have access to the Diagnostic Lab for Non-Invasive and Minimally Invasive Research Techniques in Gastrointestinal Diseases, Center for Clinical Research, Molecular Biology Lab, Histology, Immunohistochemistry and Electron Microscopy Lab, Medical Science Center, High Medical Technology and Engineering Training Center. An array of modern research equipment and new agricultural vehicles has been purchased for the needs of the Academy of Bioresources and Environmental Management. At the Academy of Construction and Architecture, the following facilities have been established. Biopositive Construction and Resource-Saving Engineering Center, which includes Building Materials, Products and Structures Testing and Research Lab and Structural Building Materials Research Lab. Aquatronic Festo Center, Research and Training Center. The Crimea Academy Specialist Training Lab. The Physics and Technology Institute has been equipped with the shared center consisting of Meso and Nanostructured Functional Materials Research Lab, X-ray Structure Analysis Lab, Singular Optics Lab, Quantum Electronics Lab, Functional Materials and Nanotechnology Research Center, Information Technologies in Healthcare, Medical Physics and Cybernetics Research and Training Center, Research and Training Center for Information and Communications Technology, Programming and Cybersecurity, Atomic and Nuclear Physics Training and Research Center, 3D Modeling and Prototyping Interdepartmental Lab, Research Lab for Telecommunications Technology and Microwave Communication, Electromechanical Systems Training and Research Lab, Microtechnology Lab, and a number of General Physics Labs. The Humanities and Education Science Academy in Yalta has a resource and training center for students with disabilities and special needs. Vernadsky Crimean Federal University. A time of great change. Under the Strategy for the Social and Economic Development of the Republic of Crimea 2030, the peninsula has been declared an innovations area. The Republic of Crimea is committed to the development of a smart and green economy, the economy that is characterized by advancements in research and is environmentally sustainable. People are the main asset and central focus of the Republic of Crimea. Vernadsky Crimean Federal University is intensely involved in the implementation of that strategy. In the agriculture cluster, the university supports the introduction and development of cyber and digital agriculture, creation of an agro-technology park and promotion of green tourism in Crimea. In the life sciences cluster, the university is involved in the creation of an institute for translational medicine and high-tech rehabilitation and remedial treatment center, and in the development of a healthcare system based on the latest digital and telemedicine technologies. Within the cluster of the chemical engineering and modern biological resource-saving technology in the energy sector, the university develops new nanotechnology-based materials. Of particular importance in Crimea are explorations and researches in the humanities, ethnic and cultural studies, history and archaeology. One of the Crimean Federal University's priorities is to create a new university campus with all the necessary accommodation, learning, sports and leisure facilities. Today, Crimea is facing increasing innovation challenges that require new and novel research approaches. The university is committed to addressing issues of importance to Crimea. The primary aim is to nurture competent graduates who can make a difference for Crimea. Our motto is Crimean Federal University is Crimea. A strong university is critical to a region's development. Strong regions make for a strong country. Vernadsky Crimean Federal University. 100 years old and still as modern as ever.